to do the intro.
Me. What's an intro?
Connor, where are you?
Welcome back to the Midway Podcast, guys. I have no idea what's happening. I'm schizophrenic. You are you, and I'm a Walmart bag. Welcome back to the.
I'm doing it too. I'm following Stephen Lee.
This is chaos. This is the definition of Discord.
I don't want people to see my face, so I'm not showing it.
Turn the camera on right now.
Okay, so
No, I don't want to.
I know where you are.
I'll go.
I will dox you on. I will put it online.
No,
okay,
not again.
Here's how we're gonna start the podcast.
Yeah,
Casey,
again. You
who's
gotta
your
turn your
least
camera on.
favorite homosexual?
Fine. Oh, dude, I look ugly as hell, and I can't transfer it to my Xbox.
Sexual at the stake.
Fine.
Your mic cut out.
Fine? Did you say fine?
Jesus.
I think he said fine.
Okay.
I think we should get. Oh God, no! Don't
This
do
might
that.
get claimed. Ryan, I'm sorry. This might get claimed. I have stuff in the background.
Robert.
All right, wait. Let me get us started. All right. I have a topic.
What's your topic?
Stop twerking, Jesus Christ! All right, topic.
There's an
Abortion. Enjoy your topic.
What was the topic?
Robert, what's your stance on gay marriage?
Darkness.
I said
The
abortion.
topic is darkness.
Darkness. Wait. I'll follow that.
Hold on, I will too.
Oh my fucking God! All the lights just went out collectively.
Wait, Casey, do it! Casey, do it! No, turn your lights off!
It's so dark.
Turn your lights off!
Casey, come on.
Darkness.
Bro, we said darkness.
I can't see
Roll down the
shit.
trash can.
Do you see my eyes?
Yeah.
I can't see my eyes. There we go.
I can't.
Dude, it's so dark.
It's only
It's so dark. All I see is blackness.
The only light.
Wait, am I black? Am I black now?
Yes.
Yo,
Guys,
you
what's
have
that?
Turn your lights on.
Does he have
We're the worst
the?
friends, guys.
I can't.
Oh God, I don't want to see up your nose.
My life back on. I think I'm
I
asleep.
don't want to see up your nose or up your mouth. Don't. Oh. This is what it's like when Corbin deep-throated you.
Yeah.
First person view, guys.
Guys, it's
Oh
us.
shit. Light. Get the light away.
Connor, what
It's
happened to
the
you?
infinite loop.
You ate the camera.
God, this is so satisfying. I should have worn my white pants.
Wait. I have a better idea. Wait.
Are we just not?
Wait, I have an idea. Okay, random topic generator.
Are we just gonna ignore the fact that?
Wait, I see a podcast here called Spooky Stories. Connor, were you in my class when I read Follow the Leader, the story I made?
In an infinite room.
Yeah.
Room.
I think so.
What?
I remember we all made scary stories, or just stories, and I made a scary story called Follow the Leader. I still have it. In fact, I'm going to get it. So let me get taken into the darkness real quick.
In your face, all I see right now is your face just there.
You're gonna see some more of my face.
Wait, what?
No, that's my chest.
You see my body.
Where do I put it?
Where the fuck is it?
Should I put it on my microphone? Question mark.
Connor's muted.
Son of a bitch.
Connor, are you dead?
Oh, there was open some. Hold on, did you guys read mine? Did you guys
I'm
read
gonna put it on my soda
my
can.
story?
Connor, I still have Follow the Leader.
Hold on, I'm gonna send you mine. I think it's good. It's gotten good reviews. I don't understand.
There we go.
Hold on, the one I wrote has gotten good reviews. I'm gonna DM it to you.
I named this story after Ryan. I forgot about this. The main character's name is Ryan. He got kidnapped as a little boy and almost killed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
impressive, huh?
DM my story.
No more face.
That's crazy! Oh my god! Sorry. No, I had an outburst right there. I'm sorry.
You should be.
God, this is the cringiest poem I've ever written. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're the
I remember
coolest
you
poem
made
ever.
a
Because you're the
project
poem
on
of my
Alexander
life.
Hamilton and named him the most infamous founding father because you didn't know what it meant. You didn't know what it meant.
Didn't I wear a wig?
You did. The most
I
infamous
did.
founding father, thinking it meant the least famous.
No, infamous means
Guys, guess what I'm looking at?
At that point, you thought it meant the least famous. So you
My
made
bad.
a whole presentation about Alexander Hamilton being infamous.
He's evil. I swear. He's worse than Hitler. I'm just saying. We're all thinking it, right? Okay. Do innocent people wear white wigs? Do they have white hair? No. Think of one good person with white hair.
My grandmother.
Me!
You think she hasn't done shit in her life?
My bald hair.
She's killed people.
4'10".
My testicles
She's
right hair.
killed people.
Jesus. She's killed people?
My balls have killed
Oh, she
people.
had cancer.
Oh.
She's killing
Jesus
herself, man,
Christ.
slowly.
Jesus.
Jesus! Wait, does that mean my balls have killed people?
Oh. Okay, Keegan, I DM'd you my story. You want to read that?
Epilepsy warning, epilepsy warning.
Alright, everybody. I'm going to read a great story, and everyone needs to shut the fuck up. Thank you.
Called these nuts.
Alright, copy of Face.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This was-
Oh, 11 pages?
Oh my god.
Dude, my story was short. Alright. The only thing Gregory felt was fear. Yeah, you can read the rest. I believe in you. I believe in you, don't worry. You can do it, Connor. Just read the rest.
Connor's
Yeah, let's do some scary stories. Alright,
Okay.
do you want me to begin?
Once upon a time!
Alright. I'm gonna start it off with a soft, scary story. So everyone else, mute your fucking mics.
No.
Okay, yeah.
I will only begin once every mic but my own is muted. And then we'll swap mutes after stories are complete. Since you can't have interruptions.
I'm muting my
Everyone turn your light
microphone
off and turn off
and
your
my
mic.
Xbox.
Yeah, turn your light off and turn off your mic.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna dim my light.
What's
Oh, that's spooky. Let's go. I'm a spooky
Robert,
guy.
what's it called?
I'm a spooky guy. I'm a spooky guy. Yeah.
Jason. Okay, Cason's in the call.
Everyone mute your mics.
My mic.
Good.
My mic's
All right.
muted.
Every mic is muted. Now I can begin my story on... Guess what? The Big Toe is the name of this story. In fact, I didn't even... Shut the fuck up. Save your criticism till the
I
end,
know that
alright?
one. I know that one. I know that one.
Shut up. Be quiet. Good. The Big Toe. Alright? You're gonna like this one. Specifically Ryan. We all know how he is. Alright.
Yeah, we do.
So, yeah. Toe fetish. I said keep your fucking mics muted. Alright. Let me turn down my screen thing so that I'll be darker. There. That's good enough.
Why would you want to be darker? You'd get pulled over by cops.
I know. That's... You gotta have some risk. Alright. One day, a boy was digging in his garden when he saw a big toe sticking out of the ground. He tried to pick it up, but it was stuck. Wouldn't budge, so he pulled as hard as he possibly could, and it came off in his hand. Then he heard something groan and scamper away in the bushes nearby. The boy took the big toe into the kitchen and showed his mom, of course, as any young boy who found the toe outside would do. Mother said, "That looks like a nice piece of meat. I'll put it in the soup, and we'll have it for dinner tonight." As any good mother would do, she put the thing we found outside into the soup for dinner tonight, alright? The good... Oh, stew. I love toast stew. That night, at the dinner table. The boy's father scooped the big toe out of the soup and chopped it up into 3 pieces. The father, the mother, and the boy each ate a piece. You know, we need to share. Welcome to communism. Alright. Then they did the dishes. And when it got dark, they all went to bed, of course. The boy fell asleep almost at once, alright? But in the middle of the night, he was rudely awakened by a strange sound he heard from outside. He listened closely. It sounded like there was a voice coming from outside his window. And it was calling to him. "Where is my toe?" it groaned. When the boy heard that, he got very scared, of course, as any little boy who took a toe would. Alright? Now, he thought, well, it doesn't know where I am. It'll never find me. Then he heard the voice once more. But now it was closer. "Where is my big toe?" it groaned. The boy pulled the blanket over his head and closed his eyes. "I'll go to sleep," he thought. "When I wake up, it will be gone. It's a bad nightmare. It's a dream." But soon he heard the back door open, and again he heard the voice. "Where is my big toe?" it groaned louder and louder, louder than before. The boy heard footsteps move through the kitchen, into the dining room, into the living room, into the front hall. They slowly climbed the stairs. He could hear the drag of a fingernail like chalk on a chalkboard. Closer and closer they came. Soon they were Soon they were in the upstairs hall, just outside his door. "Where is my toe?" the voice groaned louder than ever before. The boy watched in horror as his bedroom door opened. Shaking with fear, he threw his bedclothes over his head and listened as the footsteps slowly moved through the dark towards his bed. Then they stopped. "Where is my toe?" the voice groaned. "You've got it!" The end of my story. What did you think, everybody? Definitely not my story, but whatever. I took it. It's mine now.
Dude, that was in a movie once. That was in a movie. Scary Stories Tell in the Dark.
Yeah, it's in that book. Scary Stories Tell in the Dark. Great book.
A great book.
I have all three of those books.
I've heard it's a good book. I want to read it.
Anyways, you guys can look up stories. You can tell your own stories, whatever you want. I just think
like 20
we
minutes.
should all go around and share scary stories.
Okay, this one's
Since I don't have work tomorrow.
this one's 11.
Cougar! That's a
This one's 11
cougar!
pages, so bear with me. Everyone mute.
Oh, god damn it! Not face! Okay,
I only have one.
See, I'm sitting in the dark, so you guys won't be able to see if I'm here. So I can, go leave for 10 minutes and come back. Don't worry. I'll be writing my next story.
Yes, I can't read. My camera's still being. Someone else has to do it.
No, I want to read it. I want to read it. Please, please.
You don't need your camera to be on to read it, do you? Do you have
Yeah.
to?
Please, please.
Hold
Ryan, are you gonna read one?
Yes!
Alright, you can read one. We'll go Ryan, and then we'll go Bert.
No, I don't have a scary story.
Alright,
Yeah,
I just have to say
improv.
atmosphere.
My first time I improvised oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, that scared me! Stop it!
And
The little Yoda! The Yoda is scary! The eyes! No! Oh my god, it's so spooky. I fucking hate that.
Alright,
Get that out of here.
Everybody mute up, mute up. Mute up. Mute.
Alright. Yeah, mute up everybody.
Mute.
Don't be distracting, by the way. In fact, my camera is just blackness. You can't see shit.
I mean, your cameras aren't working for me. It says I have unstable internet connection.
Oh,
so.
damn, that's a shame. Alright, mute.
No.
Welcome to Ryan Sawinski's stories. Story number 1. I was camping with my husband and his family at a small remote lake in New Mexico. There were about 10 people in our group and another 6 people in the next campsite. It was nighttime, and both having few drinks and telling stories. when we all heard what sounded like a little girl yelling out for help. Neither group had children with them, but we were all positive we were hearing the little girl and decided to search the area where we heard the noises form together. Spooky, right? No, no, it's not. Don't get scared yet. No, Keegan, no. Yeah, it's not scary. Yeah. Robert, it's not funny! That's not funny! Oh my god, bro. Ugh. Continuing with the damn story. You guys are annoying.
Tell your story.
Ah! Anyways, there was a field behind our campsite, and we all saw a very tall, pure white figure standing maybe 100 feet away from us in the field, making
When does the-
noises. If you don't shut your bitch ass up, I'm gonna whip it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Robert, don't you dare unmute. Don't you dare unmute. Shit, where was I? Very tall, pure white figure standing maybe 100 feet away from us in the field, making the noises. We all agreed this thing looked maybe 6 feet tall, skinny, and white as can be. We made our way closer to investigate, but whatever it was that we saw started backing off as we got closer, and it disappeared into the trees. All night we continued to hear a little girl calling for help as we tried to sleep. Should I go for number 2 of Ryan Sywinski's spooky stories, or should I go for number 3?
I think somebody else should tell a good story.
Number 2.
My camera can stay on.
The Walking Dead. I'm a psychiatrist nurse. I'm joking. You guys can go.
Connor, you should go. You don't need your camera.
Yeah, I do. I can.
Use your voice. Manipulate your voice.
I can do that. It's 11 pages.
Ah! No, it's not.
I gotta go soon.
It is 11 pages. It'll go by. It'll go by like a snap. All right, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
wrote it in creative writing class this year.
If you
Yeah.
don't stop talking,
Creative writing. Ugh.
I'm gonna have to open up a can of whoop ass.
It's got reviews from
All
my
right.
best friend and my grandmother.
We're going to listen to Face, and then wait. All right, we're going to rate all the horror stories that we hear. All right, we're all going to rate them, and I'm going to compile the ratings. All right. Everyone mute up, and we will listen to Connor's long ass story.
Yeah. Got me 100%, I think. Everyone mute. I can't see if you're muted, so mute.
I gotta mute.
Mute up. Yeah, come on.
I am muted.
Jason.
Sorry, I can't mute on Xbox.
Oh, Oh, okay. So yeah, just be quiet. Bitch. Bitch boy, bitch. Sorry.
The only thing Gregory felt was fear. That's kind of all you can feel when you're being hunted by an 8-foot-tall shadow monster. That's what you feel when you've almost been killed twice by that very same shadow monster. So Gregory Shelf, a 20-year-old college student at University of Utah, ran. He ran as fast as he possibly could through the dark forest he found himself in. Gregory had no recollection of how he got there. He just woke up half an hour ago in a cave a few miles back to the site of the creature. Gregory kept on running. He ran another mile before he collapsed. He needed a break. He ran 4 miles nonstop. Gregory sat up and dragged himself to the base of a large oak tree. After 5 minutes, he saw it again. The creature. Gregory got up and began running. But the thing was too fast. It grabbed him by the throat and put its hand on Gregory's forehead, where a large gash suddenly opened. Then everything went dark. Gregory Shelf woke to the sound of the bell. Students were rushing out of every exit of the classroom to escape the torture that is college and go back home for the holidays. Gregory began packing up his stuff when Professor James, Gregory's communications history teacher, walks up to him. "Gregory," he says, "if you don't stop sleeping through my class, you will fail and lose your scholarship." This one sentence scared Gregory to his very core. I can't lose my scholarship. I worked so hard in pre-college level communications history studies 4, Gregory replied. Well, then maybe don't sleep so much in my class. Gregory left the class, ashamed. On his way to his dorm, his friend Dave runs up behind him. When are you leaving? Dave asked. First thing tomorrow morning, Gregory replied. You gotta go pack then. It's a long drive from here to Arizona. I was just on my way to my dorm to do that now. Maybe I could come with you this time. You know, my parents despise me in every way and don't want me ever going back there because I ruined their lives the day I was born. I'm sure that's not true. It is. Trust me, it is. The two boys walked back to Gregory's dorm in silence. Gregory packed his things in a suitcase when he finally spoke. You know what, Dave? You can come with me. My parents love you, and maybe you being there will calm them down when they find out I'm failing all my classes, announced Gregory. Thanks, man, replied Dave. I really appreciate it. No problem. It'll also give my mom a reason to make her world-famous double-decker peanut butter chocolate chip cookie brownie cake. I'll go pack. Dave left Gregory's room and went to his own to pack. As soon as Dave left, Gregory felt uneasy, as if something was watching him. Something evil. Gregory thought nothing of it and continued packing. But that feeling never went away. He still felt uneasy, so he put down the Superman hoodie he was about to pack and looked up. It was then that he saw something in the corner. It was tall, with human-like features, except for the face. There didn't appear to be a face. Gregory got up from the cold concrete floor and walked over to the corner of the room where the thing was. But when he got there was nothing. No person, no figure, not even a pile of laundry on a chair that might resemble a person in the right lighting. There was nothing. Huh, said Gregory. I could have sworn there was something there. Then he went back to packing. Not a thought in his mind other than what his parents' reactions might be when they see his grades. Gregory finished packing and zipped the suitcase. He stood up, picked up the suitcase, and went to take it to his car. Halfway down the hallway, he decided to stop by Dave's dorm. Gregory walked inside and saw Dave sitting on his bed staring at the wall. His face was blank, emotionless, cold. Gregory turned his head to the spot on the wall that Dave was staring at, but there was nothing there. Weird, Gregory thought. He's never this quiet. Gregory goes up to Dave, concerned. Dave? Gregory said. You okay? No response. What's going on? Gregory thought to himself. What happened to Dave? Gregory panicked, walked up to Dave, and nudged him in an attempt to wake him up from this strange trance he was in. Again, no response. He tried again. Nothing. Gregory was freaking out at this point, screaming for someone to help, anyone, but there was no response. Gregory nudged him again, but he pushed a little too hard and Dave fell off his bed. Dave hit the ground and Gregory saw a thick, dark red liquid pouring out of Dave's head, forming a pool of blood around his lifeless body. Gregory screamed, Help! Somebody help! Gregory ran over to the foot of the bed and kneeled next to his friend's body, sobbing. After a few minutes of mindless screaming and crying, when he felt it again, he felt eyes watching him. The same eyes he felt in his own dorm. He turned around and saw it. The thing Dave probably saw. It was a tall, maybe 8 feet in height and skinny. It looked as if it could have been broken in half with the same effort it takes to snap a twig. But the thing that stood out the most was its face. Instead of having eyes, a nose, and a mouth, there was just a gaping hole. No blood, no flesh, just void. Gregory recognized the creature. It was the same thing he saw in his dorm not even 2 hours before. Gregory, stricken with a wave of fear, backed away from the figure and tripped over Dave's corpse on the ground. Gregory stared at the corpse for 2 seconds before remembering the creature that was likely the cause of his death. Gregory got up and sprinted to the window at the far end of Dave's room. He looked back and saw the creature walking towards him. Gregory unlatched the window and promptly jumped out. Gregory woke up in a pool of sweat and tears with Dave kneeling next to him. "Oh, good," said Dave. "You're awake." "Sorry," Gregory said. "I must have dozed off." "You were screaming," said Dave, concerned. "What do you mean?" "I walked in to tell you I was done packing and found you lying there on the floor, screaming for help in your sleep." Gregory thought back to the dream he was having, with Dave's lifeless corpse lying at the foot of his bed and the thing chasing him. He remembered the screaming. "It was a bad dream, that's all." Shit. "It's a bad dream, that's all," Gregory reassured Dave. "Are you sure?" Yes, I am." This one wasn't for Dave. This one was for himself. To convince himself what he saw wasn't real. That the thing chasing him was a construct of his imagination. "Yeah, I'm just nervous, that's all. I've been away from home for over a year. Who knows how much has changed." "You sure?" Dave asked him, a hint of concern still in his voice. "Yeah, it's nothing," Gregory responded, with as much confidence as he could muster. "Okay then," Dave said cheerfully.
Yes, I gotta go.
"Are you
Bye.
packed?" "Almost. I just need a few more things." "Okay," Dave said arrogantly. "Well, I'm done, and I don't very much feel like waiting for you to finish up. So can I have your keys so I can put my stuff in the car?" "Sure," Gregory said, chuckling. Softly. "Catch." Gregory threw the car keys to Dave. "Thanks, man," Dave said. "Don't take too long or I'll leave without you." Gregory laughed and got back to packing. Gregory finished packing and zipped up the suitcase, leaving an outfit for him to wear the next day. Then he picked up the suitcase and took it out to the car. Dave was standing there waiting for him. "Took you long enough," he said jokingly. "You want to open the trunk?" Gregory said to Dave. Dave opened the trunk and Gregory put his suitcase inside. "You ready?" Gregory asked. "I was born ready," Dave replied. Then the two got in the car and drove off. After 8 non-stop hours of driving, they finally got to Arizona. Gregory nudged Dave. "Wake up, we're here." Dave opened his eyes groggily. "How long was I out?" he asked. "About 8 hours," replied Gregory. Gregory's parents lived in a decently sized, tan, 2-story, 4-bedroom house with a gravel driveway. Gregory parked his car in the driveway, got out to ring the bell. The door opens, and Gregory is met by his mother. Gregory's mother is an older woman with gray hair, warm blue eyes, and a welcoming smile that made all the world's problems seem to vanish. "Hi, Mom," Gregory said. Gregory's mom smiled from ear to ear at the sight of Gregory. "Hello, dear," she said. "I'm so glad you can make it." "Hi, Mrs. Shelf," Dave said while getting the luggage from the trunk. "Hello, Dave," Gregory's mom said excitedly. "Gregory, you didn't tell me Dave was with you. I'll have to go shopping. I don't have any gifts for him." "Stop lying, Mom. You always get gifts for Dave, even when he doesn't come for the holidays." "Oh, you know me too well. Why don't you boys come inside? I have double-decker peanut butter chocolate chip cookie brownie cake." Gregory and Dave go inside the house and put their suitcases down in the living room
No
and walk into the
way.
kitchen to greet everybody.
That's
"Look who I found," Gregory's mom announced. "Dave!" Gregory's father says excitedly. "You know, I'm here too, Dad," Gregory says. "Oh, fuck. Shit, I had it again. Oh, hey, Greg. Dave, you want a Coke? There's a case of good glass bottles in the fridge." "Sounds great, Mr. Shelf," Dave replied. "How many times do I have to tell you?" Gregory's dad stated. "My name is Bill, not Mr. Shelf." "Sorry." "Thanks, Bill." Dave walks over to the fridge and grabs a Coke. "Need a bottle opener?" Gregory's dad asks Dave. "No, I got it," Dave said confidently. Then he proceeds to hit the edge of the bottle cap on the edge of the table and it pops off. "Where'd you learn to do that?" Gregory's dad asked. "I'm in college, Bill. You learn things." Just then, Gregory chimes in after getting himself a bottle. He read a manual in the 2 hours he was awake in the car on the way here. It's impressive nonetheless. Sit down and grab a slice of cake. The twin should be back soon. They're still at school? Gregory asked, concerned. It's 5:30. Yeah, something happened with the buses earlier today, Gregory's dad said. I think all the bus drivers were killed or something. What? Gregory asked, confused. They were killed? By who? I don't know. Some people were saying it was a strange, shadowy figure without a face, but I don't believe that. Weird, Gregory said. I dozed off earlier while packing and had a dream about a shadowy figure without a face. What a coincidence. After that sentence, Gregory's mother walked in the room in a panic. What did you just say? She asked. She asked Gregory with visible fear in her eyes. I said, Gregory responded, I had a dream yesterday about a shadowy figure without a face, in response to the conspiracy theory Dad heard about a similar thing killing all those bus drivers. Gregory's mother's face suddenly dropped, the fear even more prominent now. That's what I thought you said, she said in a sullen tone. I'll be right back. Gregory's mom left the kitchen and went upstairs to her bedroom. She closed and locked the door behind her, which is unusual, because she's never even owned a lock for anything other than the front door for the entirety of Gregory's life. She even took the locks off all the bedroom doors when she and Gregory's dad bought the house. What's up with her? Gregory asked his father, concerned. And when did she get a lock for your bedroom? I have no idea, Gregory's father said. I'll go check on her and make sure she's okay. Gregory's dad left the kitchen and went up the stairs, and stopped at the white double doors that opened to his bedroom. He knocked on the door, and in a soft, calming voice, he said, Honey, you okay? Everyone downstairs is worried about you. Why don't you come out and talk to us? There was no response, so he tried again. Honey, Gregory wants to know when you bought a lock for our door. Do you want to tell him? I know you love stories. Again, no response. At this point, Gregory's dad became even more worried. This has never happened before. Gregory's mom was always so social, so interactive. Why is this happening so suddenly? Heather, honey, Gregory's dad starts. Do you need help? Did you get bad news? Again, there was no reply. Bill was annoyed, but he understood. Maybe she's just stressed, he thought to himself. Everyone needs a break now and again. Okay, honey, he called in the bedroom. I'll leave you alone. But just come downstairs if you want to talk. And please don't stay up there all evening. The twin should be home soon. And with that, Gregory's dad went back downstairs and back into the kitchen and sat down at the table. Did you find out what's wrong with Mom? Gregory asked. No, his father replied. She wanted to be left alone. She didn't talk. Then how do you know she wanted to be... Then how do you know she wanted to be left alone? Dave asked. Well, Gregory's dad said. I guess I don't. I'm making an educated guess. If I learned anything from college, said Dave, is that you never guess, especially when it's something this important. Dave left the table and went up to Gregory's parents' room. He knocked on the door and heard no response. Mrs. Shelf, he called. Are you in there? There was still no response, so he tried the handle. Maybe she hadn't used a lock in so long she forgot how one works, so he twisted the handle to no avail. It turns out that Mrs. Shelf did indeed know how to lock a door. Just then, Dave felt cold. He didn't know how, but he knew something was wrong. Something was in that room with Gregory's mother. Dave felt a newfound wave of heroism and kicked the door as hard as he could in an attempt to get it open. After a few kicks and many calls downstairs, he got it open, while Gregory and his dad came sprinting up the stairs to see what was the matter. The door swung open, and what lay inside was the most horrifying thing any of them had ever seen. Gregory's mother was lying on the ground with blood pooled around her, with one clear point of origin: her face, which was covered by a comically small bed pillow. Horrified, Gregory went to remove it to observe what it was hiding. When Gregory lifted the pillow, he let out a terrified screech. What is it? Dave asked, with both fear and sadness in his voice. Her face. Gregory stuttered. It's not there. What do you mean it's not there? Gregory's father asked, on the verge of breaking down into a fit of screams and tears. I mean, Gregory said, her face isn't there. There's just a gaping hole where her face should be. Gregory's dad walked over cautiously to see just what his son was talking about. When he was standing right next to the body, Gregory's father screamed. It was an atrocious sound. It sounded like someone started scraping their nails across a chalkboard and then randomly stopped and started playing bagpipes. But Gregory couldn't hold it against him. His wife was just brutally murdered and her face was cut off. There's something not right here, Dave said with fear and sadness prominent in his voice. Well, what gave you that idea? Gregory's father snarked. It couldn't be because her freaking face was cut off, and definitely not because this door was locked and no windows were broken, giving a total of 0 entrance points. And it definitely couldn't be because my wife, the sweetest, nicest person ever to walk on this earth, was murdered. Dave let out a tear and stopped talking. He didn't want to make Bill leave. Fuck. He didn't want to make Bill even more upset than he already was. And Dave has a knack for making people more upset than they already are. So he shut up. Just then, Gregory, still crying, left the room and went down the stairs. Where are you going? Dave yelled down to him. I'm going to get the phone to call the police, Gregory hollered back. You can't, said Gregory's dad quietly, with almost no effort whatsoever to actually get Gregory to hear. What'd you say, Dad? Gregory asked after not being able to hear his remark. I said it won't work. What won't work? Asked Gregory, almost as confused as before. There aren't any police left, his dad said darkly. They were all massacred by some psycho a few months back. The press called it racial justice. And sure, crimes against minorities have plummeted severely because of it. Because a lot of it is caused by cops, but it also caused random unsolved murder cases to skyrocket, like those drastic incline of hate crimes. So we can't go to the police? No, we can't. Then what do we do with the body? Gregory asked. We could bury it, Dave suggested. Sure, Gregory's dad replied. Let's try that. The men took the body of Gregory's dead mother outside of the backyard and began digging when they heard the front door open. It's the twins, Gregory's dad said in a panic, then turned to Dave. Gregory and I will stall them. You finish digging. What? Dave protested. I can't finish this myself. We're digging a 6-foot deep hole.
Dave's gonna
Yeah,
die.
so?
He's
We're not
gonna
even a
die.
foot in yet.
No,
Then get to work.
Don't let Dave
Gregory
die.
and his dad put their shovels down on the grass, went inside, closed the door, and shut the blinds. Gregory's dad approaches the kids excitedly. The twins, Charlotte and Avery, were anything but identical. Charlotte is a short 16-year-old girl with blonde hair and blue eyes who is the living embodiment of hell, whereas Avery is a tall guy with brown hair and green eyes, athletic and arguably more attractive than his sister, although less popular. Are you guys okay? Gregory's dad asked, worried. It's 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fine, Charlotte said, without looking up from her phone. The bus just got rear-ended by some guy. What? Gregory's father exclaimed.
Not okay.
Sorry to interrupt, but what the fuck is going on anymore? This story is going off the rails, man. Why is it 11 pages long? This should have ended already. What?
Yeah, what the fuck? Wait.
Why is this still going?
No.
Didn't the story end?
Is Dave gonna die?
Yes.
Yeah, of course he is.
No, bro. Not Dave, bro.
Yep.
I'm happy Dave is gonna die.
So I'm not going to finish it because it's long. Did you hear the surprise twist ending?
Huh?
I don't know why, but I get the feeling Dave's a jerk.
Yes, let's get the surprise twist ending.
Dave was the killer the whole
It's
time.
like a Freddy Krueger-esque thing where it pretty much whole thing was a dream, killed him, guy woke up, thing was there, murdered him. So then
Yeah, I expected this was very Freddy Krueger influenced.
Yeah. So then the thing, it was like Freddy Krueger mixed with Slenderman. So then the thing took Gregory, dragged him over to Dave's dorm. Dave opened it and welcomed the creature like a friend. Dave was
a jerk. I told you Dave was a jerk.
Dave was the mastermind.
No, wait, I trusted Dave.
I called it. I knew Dave was going to be the killer.
I knew it was too good to be true.
All right.
The whole thing, it's a good story, but like,
well,
where everyone's murdered, it's not.
I've told a story. Ryan has told a story. Connor has told a story. Robert,
you not told a story. Robert, tell us a good story.
You can improvise. Dude, I've been writing a story as he was telling his story.
Oh, well, shit, I should have done that. I should have done it.
Yeah, since I'm going for round 2 after Robert's done. So good luck, Robert.
I have a plan. I'm gonna write another one. I have a plot line in mind. Most of these are actually completely just stories.
It's gonna be really funny if like somebody tells a story that you had already written out, and they just like took your concept, and you're like, oh, what can I do now?
Yeah, I know. So pretty much anything I write, if it's like a horror story, it's just pretty much a story version of my already very crippling anxieties.
Oh, see, what I do, I'm like, hey, ChatGPT, give me 10 scary ideas. Whoa, crazy! Now I can write all of that. Since it gives me some good concepts. But, Robert. Do you think you're gonna be able to improvise?
Yeah, I can't tell a story.
If you try, you can definitely improvise your way through this story. I believe in you.
My dad is sleeping.
I know, my goaded.
Why does your dad sleeping matter?
So
because
I wonder, honestly,
can talk.
From what I read, what did you think?
I think you should finish it.
I did finish it. It's
over. Like,
no, I didn't finish reading it to you guys.
Yeah, finish reading it. Finish reading it to us. Yeah. So, definitely not because I need time to write. No, definitely not. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Hold on, where was I? Greg. What? Gregory's dad exclaimed. Then he hit them with a barrage of questions. Who was it? Did you see what the guy looked like? Are you guys okay? Did you catch his plate number? Relax, Dad, Avery said over the sound of his sister quietly giggling at the panic she just caused. We didn't get rear-ended. Gregory's dad breathed a sigh of relief. Phew. What actually happened? We drove off a bridge, Charlotte said, trying for more reaction than her first lie, but got nothing. The bus didn't show up, so we called an Uber. An Uber, Avery said calmly. As calmly as he could to get his dad to stop hyperventilating. How'd you pay for an Uber? Gregory's dad asked him, intrigued. Don't they cost like $50? Where'd you get $50? It was $45. How'd you pay the $45? Their dad asked suspiciously. Don't worry about it, Avery said. All you need to worry about is All you need to worry about is Dave digging a giant hole in the backyard. How do you know about that? Because Gregory just went outside to help him. Gregory's dad looked back, and there was Gregory helping Dave dig the grave. What are you burying, Dad? Avery asked, concerned. Gregory's dad looked sad again and ushered for the twins to follow them into the kitchen. They followed him and sat them down at the table. Sit, he said. Can you guys mute your mics? I'm not having.
I didn't realize mine wasn't muted, but I didn't make a sound. That was all Robert.
I was muting my mic because I was like, wait, oh shit.
I swear to God, I'm at least a little dyslexic. I cannot.
Are you playing Subnautica?
No.
Okay.
Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Subnautica is a really good game.
Skywalker Saga, not even close to the level that Complete Saga is on. Sorry,
it's really
just
bad.
saying.
Like, I thought it'd be better. Not gonna lie.
I'm playing Lego Star Wars.
It's not a bad game, but it's just I was disappointed.
What?
Skywalker Saga.
Oh.
Okay, back to the story. What is it, Dad? Avery asked, very concerned at this point. Mom died. Mom died, Gregory called from outside. At this moment, Charlotte looked up from her phone for the first time since she walked in the door. She and Avery looked at each other skeptically, and both of them broke out laughing. The twins laughed hysterically until they saw everyone else's incredibly serious faces. Oh, Charlotte said. You weren't joking. No, I wasn't, Gregory replied. She locked herself in her room, so we went to check on her, and when we found her, she was dead. Now, instead of laughing, Charlotte was crying, and Avery was almost there. When did this happen? Avery asked, on the brink of a breakdown. About 20 minutes ago, Dave said somberly. And when did you get here? Charlotte asked accusingly. He came with Gregory, their father said. He was actually the one who...
We're all on our phones.
He couldn't get through the sentence.
Crazy,
He just broke down right then and there.
All on our phones.
I'll go help Greg and Dave, Avery said. Then he turned to his sister. Comfort him. The man just lost his wife. Then Avery got up and went outside, while Charlotte stayed inside with their dad. When they finished digging the hole, Dave, Avery, and Gregory were exhausted. They were sore, sweaty, and smelled like a gym locker room. And considering it was midnight in the middle of December, it was incredibly cold. But thanks to all the incredible amount of pain and suffering they put their bodies through, they barely felt it. They were on their way inside to get Charlotte and Gregory's dad so they could give their mom a proper burial when they heard a scream from upstairs, followed by a thud from outside. They ran upstairs as fast as they could. What happened? Asked Gregory, alarmed. When they got upstairs, they saw Charlotte staring down their parents' open window. They all walked over to see what she was staring at, and there they saw their father's lifeless body laying on the ground directly below. He was just standing there, like staring out the window, almost like he was looking at someone, like he was talking to someone, but in his head instead of out loud. And then he just jumped. I didn't even know the window was open. They just stared down at them in silence. We should probably bury him with Mom, Gregory said. There's no way in hell I'm digging another grave. Me neither, Dave and Avery said simultaneously. They all went downstairs and out the front door. They ran to the side of the house and saw the body up close. When they were standing right next to the body, Charlotte felt something staring at her, so she looked up from her father, laying there lifeless and cold, frozen. Laying there lifeless on the cold, frozen, dead ground, and she saw a figure. It appeared somewhat human-like. It had everything a human has: arms, legs, a torso, a head, a neck. But what it didn't seem to have was a face. But considering everything that happened that day, she thought nothing of it. So she looked back down at the body, kneeled down, and helped pick him up and carry him over to the hole. The four of them dropped the fresh body in the hole with the old one and began filling it in. It feels weird burying Mom and Dad, Charlotte says. Yes, it does, Avery replied. I always thought they wouldn't die until I'm married with children. And I definitely thought Dad would die first. When he said that, he felt a chill, different from the one in the air running up his spine. So he looked up and saw the same thing as his sister. A tall, human-like figure just standing there without a face. He, too, not knowing that his sister saw the exact same thing, looked back down and continued filling in the hole. As they buried their parents, they went back inside and went up to bed.
Dilapidate. Okay.
You know you don't have to stay, Gregory said to Dave. I know, Dave said. I want to. You need me, and they need you. So technically, they also need me. How are you still making jokes? Both of my parents just died. How are you still able to make things fun? I learned from a young age that no matter what I did, my parents would never love me. So when I stopped giving them what they wanted, they turned to abuse. If I didn't cook them the best meal they've ever had, they'd beat me with a pan I used to make the monstrosity that almost poisoned them. If I didn't vacuum the hardwoods correctly, they'd unplug the vacuum and beat me with the cord. So no one would believe me if I told them. So I taught myself to smile through it all. In my head, I thought, if I smile, then everything's fine. I was a naive kid. Maybe, Gregory said. But what you chose to do back then shaped who you are now. An incredibly kind, very funny young man majoring in astrophysics. Yeah, you're right, Dave said. I am pretty awesome. Now let's get some sleep. Right as Gregory and Dave walked into the room, they saw the same thing that was seen by both of the twins. Only this time it was in the corner instead of in the woods. Its head was less than an inch away from touching the ceiling, and its fingers were long enough to strangle a giraffe. But he thought nothing of it. It's an old house, and he's been through a lot all at once. And because of that, he's seeing things. Gregory went over to the bed at the far side of the room and lay down. He fell asleep not even 10 seconds after his head hit the pillow. He was exhausted. Gregory awoke to insane chills all over his body. He couldn't figure out why, but he felt like he was being watched again. So he opened his eyes to see what was going on. It didn't take long for him to spot the shadowy figure he had seen so many times before. This time, though, felt different. It's almost as if Gregory understood it. It's almost like he knew what was going to happen next. Gregory was going to die. The creature lunged at Gregory. But Dave also seemed to sense Gregory's murder. Dave jumped in front of Gregory, protecting him. The creature grabbed Dave by the throat and lifted him off the ground. When Dave was 5.5 feet off the ground, the creature lifted his hand and put it to Dave's forehead. The creature then proceeded to rip Dave's face off, while Gregory watched. After 2 minutes, the screaming stopped, and Dave's lifeless, faceless body was on the ground, lying there the same way his mother was. Gregory kneeled next to Dave's corpse, sobbing. Why? Gregory thought to himself. Why Dave? Why did it have to be Dave? When Gregory... When Gregory looked up from the lifeless body of his best friend, he looked around the room for the monster, but it was nowhere to be seen. It's almost as if it stepped back into the shadows it appears to be made from. Gregory sprinted to the room next door to wake the twins, so he could take them and leave. But when he opened the door, the twins, dead on the ground with the same faceless lifelessness that he had seen his mother, his father, and most recently, Dave. This was too much for Gregory to bear. He ran out of the house and searched for anyone who could help him. But there was no one. No one was left in the town.
They were all dead.
Everywhere Gregory looked, there were bodies, faceless bodies. He ran down every street he could name, to no avail. Everyone was dead. So Gregory turned around and started to his car. When he saw it again, the thing that killed everyone Gregory has ever cared about. When Gregory saw it, he lost all control. All he felt was anger, and he charged the figure only to black out seconds later. Gregory woke up in a dimly lit room with concrete walls, a rotting wood floor with solid concrete underneath, a concrete ceiling, and a rusty iron door at one end. The room smelled of old cheese, which made it so much more unpleasant. Gregory hated the smell of cheese. It smells awful. Let me out of here, Gregory yelled, but no one answered. No one came to his rescue. So Gregory walked over to the door. He twisted the handle and pulled. Nothing. He tried again. Still didn't budge. Just let me out, he cried once more. He tried the door again, and wasn't surprised when it didn't open yet again. He hit the door out of frustration, and to his surprise, it opened. Gregory ran out and was greeted by a quickly decaying wooden staircase. He ran up the staircase, which led to a perfectly intact white door. Gregory found this odd, considering the state of the room, the staircase, and the other door. But he opened the door anyway. Gregory was shocked at what he found at the other side of the door. He was inside his house. What the hell? Gregory said to himself, somehow knowing no one was left in town to hear him. Since when do we have a basement? Remembering all the things that happened in the house over the last few days, he left. He was too freaked out to stay. He wandered the town looking for any sign of life, to no avail. But what he did see was that creature that put him in that basement. But it was farther away this time, so he ran. He ran as fast as he could. Gregory ran the fastest he ever has in his life to escape this monster. He was not going to be its next victim. He refused. After 5 minutes of running, the thing caught up. It grabbed Gregory by the throat and lifted him up. Once Gregory was off the ground, he finally understood what was happening. He was dreaming. He was still in his dorm back in college, sleeping. Yes, he thought to himself, this must be it. I'm dreaming. After deducing that Gregory wasn't actually about to be killed by a scary, faceless demon, he tried waking himself up. He pinched himself at first, but that didn't work. He was still in the arms of the obnoxiously tall shadow monster. Then he resorted to hitting himself. Still, nothing. How do I wake myself up? He thought to himself. Maybe if I escape from the monster, I'll wake up. It wasn't his best idea, but it was an idea. Gregory punched the monster where its face would be, with as much strength as he could muster, and the creature let him go. Gregory started running the second his feet hit the ground. Why am I still here? He said to himself. Why won't I wake up? Wake up, Gregory, he said to himself, incredibly annoyed. Then he slapped himself. I said, wake up. When Gregory hit himself that time, he felt a warm, sweat-covered pillow on the side of his face that he just slapped. So he did it again. Wake up. And then a slap on the face. This led to no sufficient results. However, he only got small feelings about the real world. Then he had an idea. Gregory ran back into his house. He went up to the window his dad jumped out of. He leapt off. Wake up, he yelled, just before hitting the ground. Right before Gregory would make impact with the ground, he sat up in his bed in his dorm. He was right. It was a dream. Gregory got out of bed, remembering that he had to leave to go home first thing in the morning. He opened the door so he could go into Dave's room so he could make sure he was still on to go with him. When he sees it, the monster from his dream. That's odd, Gregory thought. That's the same thing from my dream. After seeing the creature from his nightmare, Gregory ran. He ran all the way back to his room. Even without looking back, he knew the thing was following him. Gregory got back to his room. He opened the door. He ran inside and went right to the window. As he struggled with the latch, he looked back and saw the creature standing in the doorway, waiting for him to give up and succumb to his permanent sleep. But instead of giving in to the monster, Gregory opened the window and jumped out with almost no hesitation. Gregory barely got 2 feet out the window before he felt a cold, bony hand wrap around his ankle. Due to the sudden lack of momentum, Gregory slammed face first into the brick wall. Gregory screamed with pain. Gregory just hung there for a second or two, his face pressed up against the cold, red bricks, and the thing started dragging him up the side of the building, his face scraping across every brick on the way up, leaving him with scrapes and bruises on his entire face, partnered with a broken nose from the collision with the building. Then the creature dragged Gregory's barely conscious body out into the hallway and lay him down right outside Dave's door. 6 hours later, Dave woke up and grabbed his fully packed suitcase to go meet up with Gregory so they could leave. But when he opened the door, he couldn't believe his eyes. Dave saw Gregory lying there on the ground with his face gouged out, and there was a tall, almost human-like figure staring over him. It, too, didn't have a face. The end.
Please, the line said staring at him, not over him.
Keegan, I'm like half dyslexic. Give me a break. I can't read out loud. I forgot
that story. You have no right to call it short. All right, you.
It was
No,
11.
don't call it short. That is 11 pages. You want a short story? No, that is not short. Robert, are you alive?
No,
He
he's
went to
eating.
get food. Can I read my
Yeah.
story? It's 5 paragraphs. It's short. Please.
Sure.
Mine's
Honestly,
also short.
I forgot I removed the part where Gregory and the Thing are friends.
Well, technically, I went before you last time, Ryan.
Fine.
So I should go before you again. Yeah, that's a great
Ryan went already?
reason. Huh?
Ryan went already?
Yeah, he went.
I told the one.
He told his
the
dumb 1-minute story.
That narrator voice really fucked me over.
Huh?
I said I'm gonna get some water. That narrator voice really fucked me over.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, Connor's really good at telling stories.
I know.
Mine's called The Silent Room.
Alright.
You're gonna love it.
I use the big boy word. My story is called Cabin of Dilapidation.
Oh my god. That's ridiculous, honestly.
What?
Did you see me looking around back there? I was trying to find a specific book that he reminded me of. Since there's one short story, it's a book of short stories, and they're all like, I don't know, like 3 pages long each. It's not that long. 4 pages, 5 pages. And then there's one that's like 100 pages long. And I was gonna be like, hey, yours is this. The rest should be like this.
No. Connor's story like the like detail that he put into it reminds me of that one story where it was like the guy was taking care of the old man who had the raven eye, and then he eventually killed him and cut him in pieces and put him under the floorboards. You know what I'm
The
talking
Edgar
about?
Allan Poe one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The Edgar Allan Poe story.
Every time I read that story, I become super incredibly paranoid, so I'm leaving the lights on.
What's outside your window, Connor?
No, bro. I swear to God. No. When Connor was reading about the part where the monster was jumping at him and then Dave jumped in front of him, I swear, because I had the lights off, I saw this white crease, like the white outline right here. I swear to fucking God, I thought I saw eyes watching me. I got so fucking scared. I turned this off.
I hate how I create fucking these things and they terrify me.
Hey, if you can send chills down your back, you're doing a good job. So
yeah, I'm not reading that story
Connor,
again.
you should that should be a movie.
Oh, Robert's turn. Robert, your turn.
Ryan,
yeah. Okay, my turn.
Once I get that shit published, I'm writing a script.
But then Robert, after I go, you have to go. Like you have to go.
Alright, I've got my story ready. It's called The Silent Room. Okay. You're gonna love it.
How long is it?
What's better, quiet or silent?
I'm really paranoid. I don't know if you can see it. That black laundry right there. I'm paranoid. I'm turning on the bathroom lights also. And shutting the door.
Oh, do you see this right here? This is rubber bands on my headphone.
I'm really proud of myself, Ryan.
Okay. Yeah, you wrote 11 pages of long story.
Alright, I'm not paranoid anymore. I shut the bathroom door, turn all the lights on, I turn all the lights on the thing, I big heavy glass door over.
Alright, for this story, you need to turn off all your lights.
Where did Robert go?
He's gone. I don't know where he went. He's just gone.
Paranoid when I just...
Your mic is cutting out a lot. I don't know what you're saying.
All the fucking time. I have, like, crippling monophobia.
That's interesting. I don't know what you just said. Let Keegan tell us your story.
Yeah. You need to have all your lights off first for me to tell my story. Otherwise, it's not a scary story. It's just a story.
Yeah, no.
So get those lights off. Yeah.
I'll just turn my camera off.
Okay, wow. Alright. Alright, mute your mic. Both of you. Alright.
Alright, Keegan's story.
The silent room. Hey, get that bathroom light off, or whatever that is. It's so bright. Get that out of there. Yeah. Throw a fit. Don't care. Get that out of there. Yeah. He just slowly walks over. Good work. Good job. There you go. Now you turn off your lights.
Oh, I forgot to mute myself.
Yeah, you did.
Go into Duolingo.
I don't like this.
Duolingo. No, pay attention. This is the best story you will ever hear. All right, I'm not just saying that. All right. Yes, I am. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Colin stared down the hallway, unsure whether he truly wanted to go down there. He could only hear silence from the bottom of the stairs. Oh, stop being such a fucking baby, said Avery. Just need to go down the stairs and sit for 5 goddamn minutes. And I know, but did you ever hear about the old owner of this house? Nobody ever found his body. This house isn't supposed to have a basement. Something doesn't feel right. Jerry said, we didn't sneak into an abandoned house to do nothing. Do you want a different bear? No, I can go down into the basement, said Colin. And Colin grabbed the railing firmly. The basement stairs were cracked, and the basement as a whole was unfinished. He got to the bottom of the steps and turned on his flashlight. I hear rattling down here. No response. Colin looked around the basement. After all, he just needed to sit down there for 5 minutes. Why not look around for a while? Get off your phone, Ryan! Alright. Alright, it's been 5 minutes. You can come back up, said Avery. What's taking him so long? Maybe he got lost in a 20-foot wide basement, said Donald. Maybe he's trying to scare us, said Jeremy. I'm not going down there just to let him jump out and startle me. Avery kept waiting for a few seconds, but decided to play truth or dare with the rest of the people for a while. I dare you to go down into the basement and come back up once you find Colin, said Avery. Son of a bitch! Fine, but I'm taking the other flashlight, said Donald. He approached the stairs and wondered if he truly wanted to go down. He heard nothing but silence from down there. He decided he was going to descend down the steps. Minutes passed as Avery and Jeremy got wary and had given up calling for them to come back up. Maybe something happened to them. Maybe someone else is down there with them. Avery pleaded. Jeremy decided to head down without a flashlight, even when he thought they were just playing a prank on him. He stood upon the stairs with his eyes peeking down, not blinking. He heard nothing in the basement. No sounds, no voices, no screams. Just silence. Avery was horrified. Half an hour passed by. No response from anyone in the basement, especially Jeremy, who had just gone down. What could be down there? I can't call the cops, Avery thought. We broke into this old house and could get in trouble with them. Maybe I should go down there, she said. Fuck it. I'll go down there, she said aloud, even knowing that nobody would hear her. She walked down the steps, expecting to see something horrific at the bottom. When she turned on her phone flashlight, nobody was there. The basement was empty. There was just a rattling sound. Probably some sort of machine in the basement. But that's when Avery realized. The house couldn't have power. So what the fuck could that noise be? Turn off your lights, bitch!
I just saw...
What?
Never mind.
Turn off your lights. Keep them on. Keep your lights out. Turn off your lights.
Can I dim them? They just...
No, turn them off. Just keep them off, man.
Jesus Christ.
What?
What was loud?
What?
Keegan's volume is like ever so slightly lower than yours, so you came in.
Yeah. My bad. Alright, turn off your lights and we can continue.
Keep yourself muted, Ryan.
Alright, I'm gonna go back like a sentence. The basement was empty. There was just a rattling sound, probably some sort of machine. But that's when Avery realized the house couldn't have power. So what the fuck could that noise be? She turned to go up the stairs. They weren't there anymore. Disappointment. Avery heard the walls whisper to her in her father's voice. What? Dad? Worthless, useless being. The walls continued.
Damn,
One day I'll kill you. I'll kill you dead.
God, what the fuck?
And that whore of a mother of yours.
Oh my God!
She realized the walls seemed closer than they were before.
Holy shit, that was...
How? She called to the walls.
Keegan's
One
mind
gunshot
is-
went off and triggered a memory of Avery watching her father shoot her mother. It had happened years before, and years had passed
What the
by.
fuck?
But the trauma remained. Avery curled up in a ball, screaming at the top of her lungs like she had done like when her mother had died years ago. The wall slowly closed in and she screamed, cried out, until all the screams ran silent. All cries were muffled. The walls moved back. The stairs appeared. No bodies were in the basement. No flashlights, no phones. All that remained in the basement was silence.
Is that it?
That?
Yes, that's it.
Not gonna lie.
I finished my
Kind of
Duolingo.
intense. Worthless, useless, I'll kill that whore of a mother. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You know, I decided why not throw in some topics.
Yeah.
No, that was like I don't know if you saw my face. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw your face. I was looking up at your face. I was like, how's he gonna react to this? Yeah. And the walls literally ate her.
Oh.
And all the other people.
Turn my
Yeah,
left
no,
eye.
the walls moved in, then moved out. No bodies, no nothing.
It's
They were all
my
gone.
turn. It's
Your
my
turn. Let's
I'm fine
hear.
for now. Just so you know, if I
your
die,
amazing
you know what
story.
story.
Alright, everybody mute up.
I hate muting.
In the heart of the desolate woods, where even the bravest souls dared not tread, lay a ruined cabin, forgotten by time and sanity. Hey, have you guys heard about that cabin? Mark whispered, his voice barely audible in the rustling leaves. Yeah, it's supposed to be cursed or something, Sarah replied, her eyes wide with both fear and excitement. Come on, it can't be that bad, Alex scoffed, a forced grin on his face. Lois spoke of it, only in hushed tones, as if the very mention of its name could summon the malevolent force that dwelled within. Seriously, guys, we shouldn't mess with this, Mia said, her voice wavering. My uncle told me some really creepy stories about that place. Nonsense, Mia. We're just going to check it out. Have a little fun, Alex reassured, his bravado masking his own unease. Armed with candles and a reckless disregard for the warnings, they crossed the cabin's threshold and sealed their fate. Okay, we're in. Now what? Mark asked, glancing around the dimly lit interior. Just explore, I guess, Sarah replied, her voice quivering as she held her candle aloft. As the last ember of twilight faded, the cabin seemed to come alive. Did you hear that? Mia whispered, her eyes darting nervously. Relax, Mia, it's just the wind, Alex said, though even he couldn't hide the tension in his voice. Whispers, like the agonized cries of lost souls, danced on the fringes of their hearing. Did you whisper something, Mark? Sarah asked, her gaze fixed on the shifting shadows. No, I thought that was you, Mark replied, his candlelight flickering. Fear sank its claws into their hearts, but escape was no longer an option. We shouldn't have come here, Mia stammered, her candle shaking in her trembling hand. The senses were assaulted by nightmarish visions. What's happening? This isn't real, Alex muttered, his eyes wide with disbelief. Time lost all meaning as they were trapped in a waking nightmare. We need to get out of here now, Sarah screamed, her voice echoing through the warped corridors. Morning came, but the sun's feeble light brought no solace. Is it over? Mark whispered, his voice weak and shaky. The cabin had claimed them, body and soul. They were never seen again. We were so stupid, Mia's voice was barely a whisper, her eyes empty and haunted. The cabin stood as a cursed monument to the folly of those who sought to challenge the unknown. We should have listened. Alex's voice was a mixture of regret and terror. A harsh lesson learned too late. Night came again, and they were teetered to the edge of insanity and pushed off by a gush of wind, falling into endless torture. Every corner of the cabin was sought to see. Never again.
I'm gonna turn my light back on.
Thesaurus? You sounded like you used a fucking thesaurus for half of your story.
I only got half of that. I was like,
No. Psh, I didn't look up sophisticated words that are scary. Psh.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, Ryan. I was completely zoned out for half of it.
I was paying attention, and it barely made sense. I'm gonna be honest. But it was good. It was good. I liked the word.
Thing about
You sounded like Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes, let's
Gonna
go.
be honest.
That's what I was going for.
Since Edgar Allan
the
Poe.
one bad thing about basing the creatures in horror stories off my own fears is that they're based off my own fears. So I'm afraid of the creatures. I turned the lights off and I was fucking terrified.
You see, the thing is, you just don't have fears. Don't have fears and you'll be fine.
I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of what's in the dark.
Yeah, so you want to know the worst combination of
the thing in the dark is called Vashta Nerada.
And monophobia. Fear of the dark and the fear of being alone. I can't sleep at night.
In the dark, there's something called Vashta Nerada, and it also eats any living flesh.
No.
What?
You want to know what I do? I'm going to use the microphone that's not even plugged in.
Okay.
You want to know what I do?
No.
I just watch shows and movies until I'm almost asleep, and then I just fall asleep.
Hey, Ryan, I don't do that. I stay up as late as possible so I can ignore anxiety, and then I can't sleep.
Alright, here's what I do.
I have white noise around your eye.
Here you go. I absolutely hate listening to things while going to sleep. It's so annoying. I don't listen to stuff when I go to sleep. I just lay in bed and I listen to the rattling of my fan as I slowly drift off. And I drift off by just thinking about things. I'm sure it's hard for you since you're scared of things, but just don't be scared of anything. I literally don't have a fear.
It only got worse after the door broke off my closet. So
I don't have a door in my closet.
Yeah, my closet had 2 sliding doors. The one door broke off, and now I'm terrified of my own room.
Yeah, I used to have sliding doors. Look at it now. It's just completely open.
I would die.
Oh, do you know what's scarier? Do you see that little line in the middle of the wall? There's a door there that leads to a creepy little attic.
I don't know why. My room is the creepiest in my house, even more so than my parents' room. I don't know. They have a fucking walk.
No. You don't fucking understand. I need to join the call on my phone real quick. I'm gonna give you a little tour of the attic here. I haven't gone in here in years, so I'm actually kind of scared to. Alright.
So I'm scared to eat.
How do I turn on
we can't see shit, Keegan.
Yeah. Wait, how do I turn on my flashlight?
It's all pixelated black.
I can't turn on my flashlight. So how do I flashlight? Alright, let me get a flashlight. I'll be right back.
Swipe down to the accessibility menu. Oh, I can't. Yeah, it doesn't work. Maybe if
In the heart of the forgotten woods, so deep lies a house with secrets that time dare not keep. Its timbers groan with a spectral pain, and the wind's mournful wail whispers of disdain. A solitary figure with eyes as dark as coal roams its halls, a tormented soul. A tragedy etched in the lines of his face, cursed to wander bound to this place. Within those walls a forbidden chamber holds an air that reflects a haunting clamor. Gaze into its depths, a madness shall call, a descent into darkness, a sinister thrall. A woman in white, with hair like midnight shroud, floats through the rooms, her presence unbowed. A love lost to envy, hearts turned to ice. Her mournful cries, a soul's endless vice.
Come here.
The moon cast an eerie glow on the scene, as the past and present collide, oh so keen.
I don't actually.
Footsteps echo, whispers
I
rise.
closed Discord
In
for a
this house
second.
of horrors where
Else,
sanity
I
dies.
can't see any of either of your
A
videos.
raven
So
perched on a twisted tree calls a warning to all who dare see.
Stop
For
reading.
the tale of this house, a dirge so bleak,
you know, I
was a
cannot.
nightmare that even the bravest shall seek. As the night dawns its curtains, the air grows cold. In the haunted house, its secrets unfold.
Keegan, I can't see your video. My thing's not working, so you know.
Alright. I'm just gonna
What
turn
did
on
you
my.
guys think of that poem? Keegan didn't hear it. I'm gonna have to read it again.
No. Don't read it again. Look at my video.
Can't.
I'm gonna open my attic. This is the first time in years. It's actually horrifying, trust me.
Okay.
It's inside of my closet, which has no doors, just by the way. So. Alright, you ready? This is actually horrifying. There's the final lock.
Keegan, the shadow demon with no faces in there. I still haven't given it a name.
Alright, there we go. You see that? In the attic.
Why are you in the attic?
No, the attic's in my bedroom.
Why is the attic in your bedroom?
It's in my closet.
Why?
I don't know. It just came with the room.
Why is your room that high up?
It's on the second floor. And it's really fucking horrifying, alright? I sleep with this in my room every night, alright?
Nail it shut.
Wait, hold on a
Boxes of
second. You see this? I have this right
Open it.
next, right next to
Open
my
it. I want to know
desk.
what's in there.
And
I
what
want to
is-
know what's in there. Open it.
Hold on. I literally have never opened this before. I don't.
No, I'm kidding.
Open it. Did your
The
face almost
wire-
get peeled off?
The wire won't reach.
I
Oh my
just want to
god.
tell you.
Alright, hold up. Alright, I'm gonna try to get it. Hold on. This is
Brian, you still
embarrassing.
recording?
This is
Actually,
embarrassing.
Brian, you
Guys,
still recording?
Yeah, I'm still recording. Alright, ready guys? Ready? Shit.
Yeah, I'm ready.
ready for what? Oh, shit. Dude,
Look at this.
I can't shut
Can
my
we get a
attic.
flash in there, Ryan?
Yeah, I could get a flashlight in here.
This is actually scary. I can't shut my attic. Oh, fuck.
Oh, it's just the water heater.
No, it is not. The water heater is right there. It's that wooden door.
Okay.
This is nothing. This is a storage room.
Oh, it's the gas.
Okay, I think one lock is good enough. My attic.
Pump loves the gas line.
Fucking
Shit.
terrifying.
Ryan, you have complete access to your house's gas line right next to you right now. That's the gas line.
There's so much dust everywhere. What did I do?
That fucking attic behind me is absolutely horrifying, though. Like, I'm
Chicken, did you
scared of
see-
that attic.
It's the gas line.
Did you see
turned it off out of
the
nowhere.
storage room?
Like,
Yeah,
imagine
no,
how
I think my
fun you
attic's
have
creepier,
with that.
dude. It's so
Your
much
mom
darker.
just
There's
looking
no
at you
light.
and you're playing video games, you just turn off the gas and turn it back on.
No. So actually, it was 12 a.m. I was playing video games alone in the dark. And all of a sudden, I hear tapping on the door.
Don't.
I close my
I'm
game
already on
mid-match.
edge.
I close my game mid-match. I turn on all the lights. I shut every single door. I open the door to leave. I shut it, bring all the stuff with me. I go up to my room, lock the door, leave all the lights on, and go to sleep. Just because I heard...
Guys,
Good move, Ryan.
Connor, you made me scared of my attic, Connor.
Keegan,
I'm actually terrified now.
scared of everything.
Yeah, but this is like
My
I This is why I didn't go in my attic. I never wanted to go in my attic since I forgot how scary it was. And there's a there's a giant corner of my attic that I can't see. Like, I would need to go in there to see it, and I'm not going in there. So, I mean...
My story was scary.
Your story wasn't that bad. But no, it was you just... it was me opening the attic, which made me horrified of the attic, so... I'm just gonna sit behind me and hope that nothing comes out of the closet as I'm sitting here talking to you guys.
Yeah. I'm hoping nothing's in the window right now because I closed the curtains and I still
Should I repeat my horror?
Ryan, what's that moving in the bathroom?
What?
Ryan, what's that moving in the bathroom?
That's the laundry room, actually. The bathroom.
Ryan, I hope you screenshot of that because that would be the perfect thumbnail.
That. That. Wait. What? All right, tell me what face it was. I'm gonna do it in slow motion. You tell me when to stop.
Hold on, it was. No, that's more fear. More fear, right?
This looks ridiculous.
The bathroom is over there. That is the laundry room.
Ren, this is the face you made. Yeah.
What? Wait, alright.
Pretend like you're terrified.
Well, God, I think we all successfully terrified ourselves tonight. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I have a poem that I made in 8th grade.
Oh. He's...
I think he's joining back.
I don't know, man. Oh.
I don't like poetry.
I don't like poetry either. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Some of it.
Just
Keegan. You recited poetry to my father.
Just listen, okay? Alright. In the heart of the forgotten woods so deep lies a house with secrets that time dare not keep. Its timbers groan with a spectral pain, and the wind's mournful wail whispers of disdain. A solitary figure with eyes as dark as coal roams its halls, a tormented soul. A tragedy etched in the lines of his face, cursed to wander, bound to this place. Within those walls, a forbidden chamber holds a mirror that reflects a haunting clamor. Gaze into its depths, a madness shall call, and descent into darkness, a sinister thrall. A woman in white, with hair like midnight shroud, floats through the rooms, her presence unbowed. A love lost to envy, a heart's turned to ice. Her mournful cries, a soul's endless vice. The moon casts an eerie glow on the scene, as the past and present collide, oh so keen. Footsteps echo, whispers rise, in this house of horrors where sanity dies. A raven perched on a twisted tree calls a warning to all who dare see. For the tale of this house, a dirge so bleak, is a nightmare that even the bravest shall seek. As the night dawns its curtains, the air grows cold. In the haunted house, its secrets unfold. The spirit lingers when night is alive, a tale of terror that forever will thrive.
Here's a poem I found, actually.
Do you want to know what poem I made?
No, here's one I found on the internet. It's titled "Little Lion Man" from Mumford and Sons. Weep for yourself, my man. You'll never be what is in your heart. Weep, little lion man. You're not as brave as you were at the start. Rate yourself and rake yourself. Take all the courage you have left and waste it on fixing all the problems that you made in your own head. But it was not your fault, but mine, and it was your heart on the line. I really fucked it up this time, didn't I, my dear? Very powerful words from that music.
Do you want to hear mine?
I know. Do you want to hear mine? I know.
Do you want to hear mine? Here. I'm gonna let you guys hear mine.
How about this, Keegan? Tell us the poem you recited to my father on that bus in 4th grade.
No. Okay. In the depths of the mind where shadows hide, a realm of terror where sanity's denied, a whispering darkness and eerie abyss, where reality twists a psychological kiss, a flicker of doubt, a creeping fear, The mind's labyrinth, twisted and queer. Echoes and trauma,
Kazin?
haunting and cold. A nightmare's grip, a tale yet untold. Illusions unravel, perceptions distort. A sinister game, the mind's own cohort. Whispers of phantoms, voices that taunt. In the corridors of thought, reason is gaunt. The mirror reflects a fractured face. A fractured face. Lost in the maze, a mind's twisted space. Isolation consumes, a suffocating shroud. In the labyrinth of madness, screams echo loud. Reality's edges, they blur and they fray. As sanity crumbles, emotions decay. A descent into madness, a horrifying ride. Psychological horror, where fears coincide. Beware the mind's depths, where nightmares breed. A chilling encounter, a terrifying need. In the psychological realm, darkness takes hold. A tale of the mind's horror, a story unfolds.
Ryan, is there supposed to be a guy in the background? There you go, screenshot it.
Yes. Wait, no, redo it. I have to do a different face. I have to.
Pretend to be scared. No.
Wait, no. You have to do it like mid
Do
jump.
the Home Alone face!
Actually, I think I did that in the video. I think I did that for a thumbnail one time.
Home Alone
Yeah,
face.
I remember. I was like holding the shoe in my hand and like.
I did that for a thumbnail. Hold on.
yeah, bro, hold up.
Let me find it. Let me find that fucker.
God, dude, we should just do this stuff like all the time. Like just like sit down and just like talk about random shit.
A week is my proposition.
Once a week?
Just do it every Friday.
Yeah.
You're gonna be part of it, Keegan, just so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you'll get paid too.
So are we done?
So are we done with the podcast?
A lot of content?
I mean, no.
You're never out of content, but yes. It's how many hours has it been?
1
I don't know,
hour
I
and
can't
32
check.
minutes.
I hopped in this call because I just wanted to play some Minecraft, man.
No,
and it started at 6 p.m. It's 10 p.m.
It's actually 11:30.
11:37.
I joined this call because Robert needed me to figure out an ammo type of an ammo casing.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
I joined this call because I was bored and had nothing better to do.
Well, you made the right decision, did you not?
You did make the right decision.
Yeah.
Now I'm scared of an attic in my bedroom,
Why don't you just nail it
which I
shut?
probably should have been.
Now I'm scared of the room I'm currently in.
Not gonna lie, Connor.
All
You
right,
should be scared of
Connor.
Nah.
Look at the Discord. Tell me what you
That's
fall
just
into.
university.
Connor, look in the Discord. Tell me what you fall into. You too, Connor. I mean, not Connor. Ryan. Sorry, I'm tired. My mind's dying. It's frightening. It's festering.
What is
Social ineptitude is not being adept at something, so you're like bad at it.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
a social
shit.
ineptitude.
What if it's just one?
Just one.
Yeah.
Then you're just no. There is no just one.
But I'm not obsessed,
Okay.
and I'm good at social situations. I just avoid it.
Okay, if you're just one, then which one are you?
Intelligent.
Guess what? I'm all of them. I'm a nerd.
Keaton, we had a conversation about. You know for a fact I'm not an idiot. We had a very long conversation about theoretical
Did
physics.
you see the shoe unboxing thing?
Technically, it wasn't theoretical physics. It was just theoretical sciences. After a while,
I don't give half a shit.
Okay.
Either way, I was keeping up with your knowledge, and I haven't read a book in 3 years.
what about obsession?
No.
You don't get obsessed over things?
Not over things.
You've never gotten... Wait, then what do you get obsessed over? Oh,
It's just a thing. I don't know.
okay.
I'm choosing not to answer that question.
Okay. Anyways.
Actually, I think I could answer for him. What's the question?
It was, if you don't get obsessed over things, what do you get obsessed over? I think we both know the answer. People!
No.
Sex.
No.
Places.
Dogs. Cats.
It's either people or places, since there's only people, places, and things.
Was it Marley
Unless you're
or
like...
Marlin?
Are you obsessed with verbs?
Fuck no.
He's
Fuck
obsessed
verb.
with
Adjectives.
story writing.
You see, me, I'm intelligent.
Right, if I was
I get obsessed over
writing,
shit
wouldn't
for a long time very
well be
quickly.
done by now.
Oh,
Because
Connor,
I'm
we
the one
haven't
thinking on them.
Not
worked
talk.
on the like the movie.
Yeah, no shit. I could use some help with that.
Yeah,
Because you guys are slow.
But I didn't start the
Right.
scene, so I don't know how you want it to go.
Wait, are you starting filming already?
Yeah? No.
The fuck are you doing?
Okay,
Yes, I
wait.
caught up Hollywood.
Connor, you should join the writer's strike.
Oh my god. Actually, that's a good idea. I'm joining the writer's strike.
Yeah. The movie won't come out for 1,000,000 years.
Especially the movie that I'm actually writing and producing and acting in myself, because we can't hire actual people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I can go on writer's strike, can I?
No,
We should
you can't
stop
afford it.
writing new ideas when we haven't even finished the original.
You should let me
That
write
was only
ideas.
one time, Ryan.
You
That was
should
only
let
the
me
one.
write your
Connor, we
scripts.
have 3 stories going.
No.
Yeah, it's the horror one, the
Horror.
the Star Wars
It's not
one,
horror. It's
and
mythological.
then just the action one.
Do one thing at a
Legacy
time.
of Darkness, and Mansion of Myths. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of gave up on the Mansion of Myths.
Yeah, I gave up on
I
that
don't
when
remember.
we did it. Like when we did it, and after we left, I was like, nah, that's dumb.
Yeah.
I'm
But
talking
you know,
about the
I'm
thing
gonna
where
be
I
honest.
was hiding in the closet right here, and
Oh, the ARG.
yeah.
Yeah. We should. So even
See, guys,
then,
content never runs out.
you know. So
Oh,
for
I
that,
guess
I
I
even
should
thought about it.
link-
That was supposed to be a promo ARG. We didn't do that on the
We didn't
channel we're
promo
promoting.
it. Oh, we didn't promo it. Hold on.
No, Ryan. The ARG was meant as a promo, and we didn't put it on the channel we're promoting. So, yeah, we got nothing accomplished there. We didn't even we made like I worked honestly. I put like a shit ton of effort into that website, and I'm just like, I'm never gonna work on this again. So there's no point really. We got to find another way of promotion. Also, for anyone listening to the podcast, we were going to do an ARG promoting Savage Runner Productions, so we could, fucking actually build channel views and subscribers and shit, so we could do Star Wars Legacy of Darkness. But yeah, that's not going to work because first off, I don't see Ryan enough. Also, I don't feel like creating 4 different storylines just to tie a bunch of things together and then compromising my own and Ryan's reputations on the internet by making myself an insane person and Ryan a doctor who went insane. So I don't know what the fuck Keegan's doing over there with that flashlight, but it looks like
Same person.
Whoa, what are you talking about? Flashlights are so fun, dude.
I'm already fucking insane.
Oh, fuck no, that's the window.
Dude, I have been insane for years. If I were president, I would build a wall not to keep people out, to keep people in. You know? Man. Sorry, I was just thinking about nuking other countries. I don't know why. It occurred to me.
Do you happen to have nuclear launch codes? I don't like Russia right now.
Oh, well, no, it's not for Russia. It's going to be for everyone except for America, so that all the world leaders are too scared to blow up America since it's their only safe haven.
Wait. Let's leave Italy. I have family there.
No.
Fuck you, man.
Either everyone goes except for one country, or nobody goes.
Okay. What about our allies, like Canada? Actually, fuck
Blow
Canada.
them up. Yeah, fuck Canada.
Is Canada
we
part
gotta
of the...
nuke
No,
France.
Canada is not part of the United
France
States.
and Japan.
No,
we nuke
let's
them.
not nuke North Korea because... Wait, no. Guys, I forgot. We're on a list we shouldn't be talking about this.
Connor,
We're not on a
Connor.
list.
No, I'm not kidding. The FBI has us on a watch list. I'm not kidding. Like,
There's no
we like us three and Mason and Anthony, like this entire friend group.
Well, actually, I'm on 4 watch lists. One of them is 18B7. And that's the only one I actually know the name of, but I'm on 4 watch lists.
I'm not on any.
No, you are. You're on this one that we're on right now. It's a
not a
giant list of my friends that are...
We're not on a watch list. We're not actually gonna do anything. To all the FBI people watching, we are gonna fucking do something. You can't do anything about it, bitch. But we're not gonna do anything.
Keegan, why do you look like a Minecraft village?
Oh, nothing. Sorry. Oh. You know, sometimes my eyes just need to be cleansed, you know? Sorry. Anyways, you know, hey, Connor, you should let me critique your writing.
No, we're
You're
most
stripping.
definitely
Let me critique
on a
it.
watch list.
You should let me critique it. I want to critique it. I want to make fun of it. I mean, I want to make it better. For sure.
We like dead ass are on a watch list. Like there's nothing we can do. The government.
It doesn't matter if you're on a watch list, man.
It really does. Everyone's on a watch list.
They're making no. Specifically, no. We're on like a top 100
No, we're not.
out of the 8 billion people in the world. We're top 100 watch list.
No, we're not.
They're making sure that we don't do anything and that we only say that we're going to do something.
Actually, you're only in the top 10,000 rating.
Do you realize that's not what a top 100 on watch list is.
To Pakistan and ignite it in America.
Ryan, your mom's calling for you.
I know.
Ryan, if we were top 100 on a watch list, we would have constant FBI surveillance on us at all times. If we're on a watch list, we're at least in the low millions.
Yeah.
But seriously, at most we're at like fucking low millions. We're at least low millions at most low millions.
FBI government, make us number 1 watch list, please, bro. Please.
No, please don't. I don't want an FBI surveillance fan outside my house at all times, listening to everything I say. I say some pretty fucked up shit.
I say more fucked up shit.
Yeah,
so,
because you're
no.
I'm a what? Excuse me? I'm a what?
Psychopath.
I want to be top
sociopath.
I want to be the number 1.
Sociopaths will learn from trauma. Psychopath is actually born psychopathy.
I refuse to pay my taxes until I turn 18, or a pigeon gets delivered to my door with a letter on it that's written by Joe Biden.
No, you see, the thing is, Connor, a psychopath, they don't know what they're doing is wrong, but a sociopath, they know what they're doing is wrong, but they do it anyways. The horrible.
Again, psychopathy is born, sociopathy is acquired from trauma.
I wouldn't say trauma, just
it's trauma. It's 100% trauma. You can't talk about mental disorders to the kid with 2 social worker parents, so go fuck yourself. They talk
it looks
about
like a smiley face.
For a fucking living. It looks like a clown. Where'd Ryan go? Did he die?
No, a pigeon with the letter written by Joe Biden was just out the door.
You know Joe Biden can't write.
He has someone type it up for him.
Well, that's gonna sum it up for the midway podcast.
I'm going on strike.
Remember, Keegan's schizophrenic, I'm a carrot, and Connor is a soda can. Good morning.